Welcome back, everybody, to another Sunday night Checker Flag Motorsports Speedway Monkeys at Atlanta. Tonight's race is sponsored by Mr. John Guerrero Wreck House 150 here at Atlanta. Of course, in the booth, myself, Stephen Lane. We might have a few surprise guests tonight. I don't know for sure. I haven't heard from any of them yet, so we'll see what happens. But man, looking for a good race tonight with the new updates and the rollout of the new stuff that iRacing did with the tracks and the debris and the cars and everything like that. So looking forward to seeing what happens, especially with these Xfinity cars. You just never know. But be our last broadcast for a couple of weeks tonight. We'll take the Christmas break off and then New Year's break, and we will return on, looks like it's going to be January the 5th after the new year, where we'll be back at Daytona in the Xfinity cars. We'll have 3 rounds before we get into the first round of the playoffs, but we'll get to the point standings here in just a few minutes, and we will go through and speak with a couple of guys tonight. So hang tight, folks. We're going to step away, play the national anthem provided by our friends at Madison Rising, and then when we get back, we will go through the point standings. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket track, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the brave, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're going to dive right into our point standing. Again, this is the Checker Flag Motorsports Speedway Monkey, sponsored by Buttkicker, Season 1, Round 7 here at Atlanta. Pretty tight race so far going on for the points. Adam Kilday right now. Why is my point standings? There we go. Adam Kilday right now in that top spot at 250 points. Rick Seabrands. Now, Rick's got 2 wins on the season already. He is in second at 245, 5 behind Adam. Coming in third, Mark Mann at 233. He is 12 behind Rick and 17 behind the leader, Adam. So we're going to keep an eye on Mark, see how he finishes again tonight. Dusty Burkhart coming in number 4 right now at 213, 20 behind Mark, 37 behind the leader. Coming in 5th place spot is Todd Mays at 209, 4 behind Dusty, and 41 behind the leader. Bubba Winningham coming in that 6th place spot, 193, 16 behind Todd, and 57 behind the leader. Sean Stevens at 187 in that 7th place spot, 6 behind Bubba, 63 behind the leader right now. Anthony English is one of our biggest movers from last week. He did get the win last week, so he has 2 wins on the season right now as well. He is sitting in 8th at 186, 1 behind Sean and 64 behind the leader. In 9th place spot is Lynn McNeese, 1 behind Anthony right now, and 65 behind the leader. Les Levy is coming in that 10th place spot at 178, 7 behind Lynn and 72 behind the leader. Russell Hancock in the 11th place spot right now at 177. He is 1 behind Les and 73 behind the leader. Dana Osborne had a good run last week, just kind of got caught up in some stuff. He is in 12th spot right now at 175, 2 behind Russell and 75 behind the leader. Ash Regner coming in that 13th spot at 173. He is 2 behind Dana and 77 behind the leader. Got a tie for 14th between Andrew Schroeder and Cole Spalding, both of them at 159. I kind of looked down a little bit and was fixing to say 157, but those guys are 14 behind Ash Regner and 91 behind the leader. Coming in 16th right now is Andy Brigante at 157. He is currently 2 behind Cole and 93 behind the leader. Coming in 17th spot right now is Paul Servant at 155. Now, Paul does have a win on the season. He is 2 behind Cole and 93 behind the leader. Or, I'm sorry, 2 behind Andy and 95 behind the leader. Rob Connors is our biggest drop of the week, coming down 7 spots at 18th at 144. He is 11 behind Paul and 106 behind the leader. Doug Johnson breaking the top 20 right now at 139, 5 behind Rob, 111 behind the leader. And Alex Giffen, another big mover, 6 spots, coming in our 20th spot at 138, 1 behind Douglas and 112 behind the leader. So pretty good, tight race, especially for that top few spots. Top 5 is really close. One race can change everything, so you just never know. We're going to go ahead and get our pre-race analytics real quick. We are at Atlanta. Normally we do 80 laps, but Atlanta we're doing 150 miles. Unlimited tire window, unlimited tires, fuel windows at 50%, pit road speed at 45, pace at 55. We got a little bit of a breeze out there at 11 miles an hour. Air temp is 70 degrees. Track temp's a little bit warmer at 85. And, yeah, we're looking for a decent race tonight, we hope. But you just never know. We're going to try to get with our race sponsor for tonight, Mr. John Guerrero, if I can find him here real quick. He is down here. Let's see, he is in race room 1. We'll get him up to the broadcast booth. John, Steve, up in the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, Steven, go ahead.
Hey, I know you're coming back out on the track for some more practice laps. Got about 2 minutes left, but wanted to talk to you about tonight's race, Wreck House 150. You are our sponsor for the night, man. Appreciate the sponsorship. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Wreck House and what that is, and Mike's yours, buddy.
Yeah, so Wreck House, it's was supposed to be a team name that me and Andy were trying to get together for the Monday nights. And at the last minute, we decided to go WRT, Wicked Racing Team. And I've always had that on the car, so I decided it would be an appropriate name, since I'm sure we're going to have a few wrecks out there today.
Well, you know, with the updates and the new rollouts iRacing has done, how's the Xfinity cars feeling now?
Yeah, since that last update, the car is, more twitchy, obviously very sensitive at any type of pushing. So it's got to be very careful out there. Even more so in Atlanta, of course. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, buddy. Well, again, appreciate the sponsor, man. Just wanted to visit with you for just a second. You guys are fixing to get into qualifying. Best of luck, John, and hopefully we'll see you later this evening.
Take care.
All right, you too, buddy. All right, so you heard from John. Cars are a little bit more twitchy. Of course, Xfinity cars has always been a little rough when it comes to the bump draft and everything. Right now, it looks like we got 22 drivers in the session at the moment. Again, on the mic tonight is me, Stephen Lane. Glad everybody can join us out there. Got 6 viewers right now, 3 likes. So appreciate everybody showing up and watching the race. These guys always put on a pretty good show. And but practice is over, and we will step aside for just a minute. Again, CFM Speedway Monkeys is presented by Buttkicker this season. They came on board as a sponsor for the season. So we're going to pay a little bill here real quick, play the Buttkicker commercial, and we'll be right back. Qualifying will be underway. All right, folks, we are back. Qualifying, qualifying is underway. Don't see anybody out on the track as of yet. So I'm not sure. They may be making some last minute slight adjustments to steering or something to make sure that their cars are set up. Now, with the new rollout that iRacing did, debris stays on the track from from practice to qualify to race. So it was kind of neat to see last night on Saturday night's broadcast. I think they were just trying to see what would happen. They were throwing grass and dirt all out on the track, and I see somebody on the track, but my timing screen has froze, so let me restart my timing screen. There we go. So right now, Sean Wilder is sitting in the top spot with a 32.455. Kevin Hawes in second right now at a 32.531. Anthony English in third at a 32.543. Bob Fitzgerald sitting in fourth at a 32.611. And Russ Hancock right now is sitting in fifth at a 32.736. Andy Brigante is out on the track right now. Looks like Dana Osborne is out. John Guerrera out on the track, tonight's sponsor. And the Todd Mays just now coming out of pit road. James Mayer coming out on pit road. Les Levy is making his first lap. Now they do get one qualifying lap. There's Paul Servan out making his lap. Rick Seabrands at the entrance of pit road right now. Again, Rick does have 2 wins on the season. David Overstreet looks like, I don't know where he is at. He is not out on the track. As we see Rick Seabrands coming out onto the track. John Guerrera just bumped up into that P2 spot with a 32.467. Good lap by Mr. John. Paul Servant has jumped up to 3rd at 32.475. We also want to give a special shout out. Ooh, that was kind of loud. A special shout out to Joshua Medlock. It is his birthday today. The owner of MaxspeedTV. Joshua, happy birthday, buddy. We get some birthday presents out there in chat for Joshua. Let him know that we're all thinking about him and wishing him a very, very happy birthday. Looks like Anthony English just finished up his qualifying lap, as did Andy Brigante. And Rick Seabrands jumping up into that P2 spot, 32.464. Douglas Johnson right now got about 15 seconds left. It looks like Sean is going to be our pole sitter. Mark Mann, Bubba Winningham, Sean Stevens, Andrew Schroeder, Ash Regner, Dusty Burkhart, and Lynn McNeese opted not to qualify. So we'll go ahead and get Mr. Sean Wilder. If I can find Mr. Wilder here. Is he in chat? Yes, he is. He's down here, race room 9. We'll bring Mr. Wilder up here. Sean, Steve up booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I sure do, Steve. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Congratulations. You did get the pole for tonight. Kind of curious the way these cars are going to run and everything with the new updates they came out. So, but congratulations. Talk about how the car felt out there in qualifying.
I tell you what, during practice and qualifying, it felt real stable. I see we're only getting about 180 in the draft, so I think they're a little slower. So I think you should be seeing a pretty good race tonight, Steve, hopefully.
Well, did you guys test the bump draft theory in practice? Is it still squirrely during the bump, or?
A little squirrely during the bump. I was doing a little bit of bumping there. You just got to know how you're doing it like normal. As long as you're easing into that bump, you're pretty good.
All right. Well, Sean, congratulations again. I know you guys are going to be rolling out here in a second. You got something for these guys for the race, or you're just going to kind of take it as it comes?
Like normal, I'll take it as it comes, and hopefully we can finish where we started tonight. Enjoy the race, Steve, and have fun, buddy.
All right, you too, man. Be safe out there, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of the race.
Copy that.
All right, folks, so you heard it from Sean. A little bit of a, about the same setup, same feel as before the rollout, but we'll see what happens. These guys are going to be starting. We're going to go ahead and go through our grid, MaxspeedTV starting grid here. Sean Wilder, of course, on the pole. Rick Seabrands to his outside in that P2 starting spot. P3, John Guerrera on the outside of him. It'll be in the P4 is Paul Servant. In that 5th place spot, starting spot, Kevin Haas. Anthony English starting 6th. James Mayer in 7th. Andy Brigante on that outside in 8th. Inside 9th is Les Levy in the 62 machine. Dana Osborne starting in that 10th place spot. David Overstreet will be starting in the 11th on the inside row. Outside of him will be the 08 car of Bob Fitzgerald. Douglas Johnson will be on the inside on the 13th spot. Alex Giffen outside of him in 14th. Todd Mays will be starting in that 15th spot. Russell Hancock in 16th. Starting 17th, Dusty Burkhart. 18th, Sean Stevens. Mark Mann starting 19th. Bubba Winningham outside starting 20th. Andrew Schroeder starting in the inside 21st. Lynn McNeese outside of him in that 22nd spot. And Ash Regner will be starting 23rd to round out our field. 23 cars tonight, not too bad. A little bit lower car count than what we've had, but we'll see what happens tonight at Atlanta. 100 laps, 150 miles, presented by Buttkicker for the CFM Speedway Monkeys. And tonight's race is sponsored by Mr. John Guerrera, so appreciate that sponsorship, John. Again, glad to have everybody out there in chat watching tonight on YouTube. Again, if you haven't subscribed to MaxspeedTV, yeah, there's a possibility. Green flag is out. Here we go, folks. Round 7, Season 1, Checker Flag Motorsports Speedway Monkeys at Atlanta, sponsored by John Guerrera and Buttkicker. Good start so far tonight as the 91 did jump out front, got John Guerrera right behind him, giving him that push. But look on the outside, you got Rick Seabands and Paul Servant. Get Joshua out there in chat. Appreciate you, Joshua, and happy birthday, buddy. Not a lot of movement really going on. As you see, Dana Osborne making that move to the outside. Bob Fitzgerald starting 12th, still in that same position. These guys are not really trying to push the issue a whole lot. Andrew Schroeder there outside. Looks like number 38 of Douglas Johnson, 54. Todd Mays there right now, side by side racing back here in the back, single file for the most part. And there is Mr. Bubba Whittingham, started 15th, dropped back to 17th, but just trying to get a feel for things here. We're going to jump back up to the front. Of course, there you are, side by side racing. Up here about 4 rows deep, 5 rows deep. Of course, just like any other, I mean, you are going to get draft here. I do not know why that is showing up, but we're going to kill that one. For some reason, Discord's popping up on my laptop. See, Sean Wilder has led 3 laps. Rick Seabrand's currently in that P1 spot, but just doesn't look like they've got the run on that middle line. Looks like Sean did lead that lap. He did. He's led all 4 laps so far. 5 of 100. We still got a lot of racing left to go, guys. Again, I thought we were going to have a guest commentator up here in the booth tonight, but I understand if he can't make it. He knows who I'm talking about, so we'll just leave it at that. But good side-by-side racing right now. Rick Seabrands, John Wilder, Paul Servant, John Guerrera, Anthony English, our top 5, Kevin Haas, Andy Concho, James Mayer, Dana Osborne, and Les Lee rounding out our top 10. Oh, a little bit of a door bump there by Rick and Sean, but was able to maintain as we are 3 wide back here. Well, we were. There my ATVO is acting up, Joshua. Mara out there in chat. Mara, good to see you out there. You know she's working on Mark, so Let's do it this way. Like I said, I'm having ATVO issues already. We see Bubba Winningham back moving up, currently in that 13th position, side by side racing between him and Bob Fitzgerald. Douglas Johnson in the mix right there as well. David Overstreet right behind him. Get back up here, Sean Wilder. Looks like he has fallen back as they're coming up on a lap car. That is Dusty Burkhart. I believe he may have started in the pits. 22 drivers tonight. Yeah, my timing screen is being goofy. It's not wanting to update. As you see Dusty Burkhart diving down to the apron, and we're wrecking. We are wrecking, folks, right behind him. No caution as of yet. Oh, there is the caution. Yeah, I may have to completely restart my ATVO, but we will go ahead and see what happened here. Looks like Bubba Winningham was involved. It started right up in front of Douglas and Bubba. I think it was right here at Bob Fitzgerald. Oh, yeah, looked like maybe Netco. Let's get a chase cam and see what we've got. Get turned around here. No, it looked like Les just kind of came up. Nope, got into the left rear quarter panel of Bob Fitzgerald. Let's get back, pull this back out a little bit and see who else might have been involved in that. Looks like he tried to straighten him up as Bubba Winningham gets into the back of Bob Fitzgerald. Douglas Johnson was able to kind of get into the wall, but the David Overstreet right into the back left rear bumper of Bubba gets him turned. Oh, and Russell Hancock comes through and clips Bubba's front end. Mark Mann did dive down and missed it. Andrew Schroeder nowhere to go. Right into the back of David Overstreet. And yeah, wow. Not too many cars involved, but just enough to cause issues. Well, hang tight, folks. I'm going to restart my ATVO. Get this restarted real quick as they are on their pace laps. There's always some technical difficulties. It never fails when you try to do a live broadcast. Always have something that goes wrong or messes up, or whether it's volume control, a program. A couple weeks ago I had the blue screen of death where my whole system just shut down and restarted. But we'll get that all pulled up, back up here. Kind of go through the field here. Right now, Paul Servant, Dana Osborne. There we go. Hopefully we can get all of this back up and going. As the green flag comes back out, folks, here we go. Paul Savant, Dana Osborne, Rick Seabrands, Anthony English, Sean Wilder, Alex Gibbon, Kevin Oz, and James Mayer, Alex Ashbreckner, and Douglas Johnson rounding out our top 10. Paul does get a pretty good push there by Rick Seabrands to get him out in front of Dana. We do have a car off on the apron. I'm not sure what that was. That was the 84 of Lynn McNeese. So we're back up front here. A few different views here tonight, folks. TV tower is one of the views that we've got on this camera pack. So kind of get a wider bird's eye view of what's going on as we kind of look through the field. Get our driver bar up as we're on Paul Servant right now. As you see them dipping down through that red line. Anthony English pushing Dana Osborne. Of course, right there, Sean Wilder, Alex Giffen, Kevin Haas, James Mayer, Russ Hancock, and Doug Johnson in our top 10 at the moment. Really some pretty decent racing, side by side all the way back through the field here. There's Mr. Mark Mann, started 19th, currently in 16th. Sean Stevens, Les Levy's back in the action here. Right now it looks like Lynn is actually 12 laps down. Looks like we've had a couple of guys have to use their fast repair already. Getting back up here, Paul Savant, Rick still getting that push by Rick Seabrands. Dana Osborne getting pushed right now by the 99 of Alex Giffen. Oh, Alex gets sideways, bumps into Sean. We're going to be wrecking again, folks. Oh, Bubba, nowhere to go. Right into Sean as the caution finally does come out. Bubba's got some major damage to his car. Well, let's go back here, folks, and see what... Well, we got caught that on live television. But we're going to look back here. We know that was with the 99 machine of Alex Giffen. Tries to save it, gets down into the 91, gets hit by the 03. Oh, and Bubba nowhere to go. Looks like everybody else is able to make it through. As you see Lynn McNeese coming through, getting it shut down. Bubba with a lot of damage to that car. Walking the dog down the back stretch there. Massive, massive front end damage. So that is going to cause him to definitely have to use another fast repair. He has already used one. As you see Bubba coming down pit road sideways, trying to get it to where he can slide that thing into his box just like that. Great job of getting that car in the box, definitely. As we see our leaders, everybody's coming down pit road. And did Bubba take his fast repair? No, he did not. I think he was coming in to see how much damage was actually done with that new damage model. We'll try to get with Bubba here in just a minute. Don't want to mess with him when he's trying to walk the dog down the track, so we'll hold off on talking to Bubba. We'll let him come back around. He'll have to come back down pit road. Definitely take his second fast repair. We look right now, our leader, Paul Servant, Dana Osborne, NP2. Whoa, wait a second. ATVO again. I have no idea what is going on with ATVO. All right. Well, right now, Todd Mays is our leader. He started 15th up in that top spot. Dana Osborne second. Kevin Haas running in the P3, Paul Servant P4, John Guerrero P5, Rick Seabrands in P6, James Mayer in P7, Doug Johnson P8, Ash Regner in that 9th place spot, and Sean Wilder rounding out our top 10. Green flag is back out. We'll try to catch up with Bubba here shortly. And it would help if I would update my live button. As we are back live now, folks. Todd Mays is out front. Dana Osborne outside. Paul Servant on the inside right behind Todd Mays. Kevin Haas in the 03 car. Trying to get Todd up to Dana Osborne, try to get him up there. John Guerrero right here behind Todd. That inside line with Todd Mays. Oh, Paul Servant makes an aggressive move to the outside. Rick Seabrands right behind the 54 car of Todd Mays. Second caution of the night, so we've had 2 cautions or 2 caution laps, 78 laps to go. Actually, I think we've had more than caution laps because I had to restart ATVO, but 78 laps to go. We've had 5 lead changes. Right now, I can't really tell. There's a lot of movement because ATVO's screen is frozen again on my timing screen. There was no update, so I don't know why it's doing that. 9 viewers out there, only 4 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button, folks, hit that like button for me. Also, if you haven't subscribed subscribe to MaxspeedTV, be sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you know every time that MaxspeedTV goes live. Myself and Joshua Medlock usually broadcast on Saturday nights. Joshua has a pretty full plate this season. He's actually off tonight because SRU has finished their season for tonight, or for this year. I think they'll be starting back next month. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joshua, on that. So, but Joshua will be up in the booth on Tuesday night for downforce right here on and I think he has one more Palms race on Wednesday. We'll be broadcasting on Thursday for downforce in the Cup cars. Next year, Cup cars. Right now, we're looking at Mark Mann, started in that 19th spot, running 13th at the moment. Get back up here towards the front. Todd Mays, looks like he has led 7, but they're going to give that one, I believe, to Carlos Vaughn. Yes, Paul has led 11 laps. Battle up here for the lead between Paul Servant and Todd Mays. Rick Seabrand right there behind Todd, trying to keep him pushing up towards the front. Good side-by-side racing right here, lap 29 of 100. Oh, Todd must not have liked what he was feeling. Does drop down to that area. Gives up the lead. So we got Paul Servant up here in the front. Rick Seabrand, Dana Osborne, our top 3 at the moment. Sean Wilder, you know, he did start the pole. He is still in the mix. Trying to stay up here with these leaders as you see him right behind Dana Osborne. As Doug Johnson does get a little bit high, pushes Sean up higher up on the track. Able to maintain. See John Carrera coming up there as well. That's the 03 of Kevin Haas. Trying to get caught up with everybody, and outside of him, that's the 95 of James Mayer. Right behind John Cabrera, trying to get John pushed up there. As you see Russ Hancock coming up to that high side, and that Kamala's Alright, folks, we are still having issues with ATVO not wanting to stay caught up. Also, right now, out front has led 14 laps. Rick Seabrand's Dana Osborne side by side coming through the little try over here. Ooh, easy, fellas. Dana Osborne. Paul Servant is making that car 2 lanes wide. Looking through the field here, looking at that. Our fast repair usage. Russ Hancock has used a fast repair. Andrew Schroeder's had to use one. Alex Giffen had to use a fast repair. Bubba Winningham has had to use both of his fast repairs. Les Levy has used one. And Anthony Schroeder. Right now, Bubba Winningham is a lap down. Anthony English is 4 laps down. And Len McNeese is 12 laps down. So we got 20 cars on the lead lap and 3 cars that are lapped down or more. battle racing going up here. Ooh, these guys. Paul is not wanting to relinquish that lead at this time. He is just getting pushed by that number 4 machine of Rick Seabrands. Again, Rick does have 2 wins on the season. Anthony English has 2 wins on the season. Alex Green's got a win on the season, and Foster Vaughn also has a win on the season. So still a lot of racing left in the season. You know, anything can happen. Lap 36 of 100, fixed to be 37 of 100 as they cross that start finish line. Good battle again up front here. Paul Swann, Rick Seabrands, Dana Osborne, the 91 machine, Sean Wilder. Oh, a little door in action between Rick Seabrands and Dana Osborne. Little side drafting going on. You see Paul Servant making that car 2 lanes wide and kind of getting settled back in here. 03 comes up a little bit high, but drops it back down. That is Kevin Haas. Let's look back here towards the back. Mark Mann is currently in 16th spot. Dustin Burkhart, actually Mark Mann's in 15th. No, he is 16th. Dustin Barkhart is currently in 17th. Bob Fitzgerald running 18th right now. Bubba Winningham right there, he is in 21st, right behind Bob, trying to get some of his position back. Anthony English currently in 22nd. Les Levy showing 19th. But he is. And there's Todd Mays. I don't know what happened to Todd, but he is way off the pace. All back here all by himself. And there is Lynn McNeese also back here by himself. As the leaders are going to be coming up on him shortly. Still a good battle going on up here for the lead. Paul Servant on the inside, Dana Osborne on the outside. Rick Seabrands right there behind Paul and Sean Wilder. Top 4 right now, folks. The 03 of Kevin Haas and the 38 of Douglas Johnson. All side by side racing. Let's go cockpit here. We're going to be on Rick Seabrands. We're going to go cockpit, kind of see what he is seeing. You see, he is hugging that line and apron. See Paul Servant is coming out into the, a little bit of a wiggle. You see that jerk of that steering wheel. That may be some of the twitchiness that they were talking about. Dana Osborne, we're going to get back out here. Dana Osborne, trying to get situated, it looked like. Out here 19 laps, 50% fuel. They're going to be able to run probably close to 30 laps, I would say, before they leave. Todd Mays has been out there 26 laps. So as you see, Lynn McNeese there dropping down to the apron, puts him 12 laps down at the moment. So almost to the halfway point, folks. We're at 45 of 100. If anybody can tell me how's my sound, how's everything sounding. Oh, and we're wrecking. Dana Osborne, the 91. Caution is out. I have got some issues going on. There is a huge lag between ATVO and iRacing. We're going to look back here and see what happened, because it happened up here with Sean Wilder and Dana Osborne, I believe, coming off of the turn. We'll get a chase view here. As you see Sean Wilder coming down. Oh, looked like some, ooh, was that net code between, that looked like it was net code between Rick Seabrands and Dana Osborne. Let's rewind that a little bit. As you can see, Dana is coming down on that line. And he's been running that line pretty much the whole time. But just Rick kind of comes up. Oh, yeah. You could call it net code. You can taking the air off of them, whatever. But, oh, right at Sean, Dana hit, I believe that was the 03 of Kevin Hawes, tagged Dana, ooh, right up into Douglas Johnson. Really nowhere for Douglas to go. Ooh, David Overstreet tagged Douglas. Well, let's pull back here on the rear chase or far chase here. We'll see. It looked like Andy Brigante may have got involved. Dusty Burkhart got tagged down at the bottom by the 08 of Bob Fitzgerald. You see Sean Wilder still riding that wall. Oh no, Mark Mann. Looked like Douglas might have been trying to get out of the way. Didn't know Mark was down there. Like Mark was trying to get out of the way. Looked like maybe a little bit of net code there as you see Dusty Burkhart get tagged by the 08. But Douglas Johnson's coming down and Mark is trying to lock it up and avoid him without locking his brakes up. But Douglas does get into Mark. Mark does keep, oh, Bubba come in, had it locked down, and just tagged Mark, unfortunately. Man. Some damage there on Mark's car. Guys, that's going to be our third caution of the night. We do have 52 laps to go, 8 lead changes. Right now, Paul Savant up front, Russ Hancock in that P2 spot. Lights are out on the pace cars. You see it dive down to the safety of pit road. We get started again here. Lap 49 of 100. Green flags back out. Everybody is on the loud pedal. Good start by everybody so far. See Russ dives back down behind Paul Servan. These guys may have a game plan, but John Guerrero right there in tow. He is not letting them get too far away. As you see, John does dive back out to the outside in front of that 9 car. That is going to be, or 99 car, excuse me. That is going to be Alex Gibbon. Brands fell back to 11. And then our pole sitter, John Wilder, has moved back to 61. Oh, David Overstreet got a black flag. Hey, Everett, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you out there. Glad to see you. Doing pretty good. Been some pretty good racing so far. Yeah, we've had a few cautions, but that's to be expected. As you see, David Overstreet is in his box. Yep, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Glad you're doing good. I'm going to see if I can get my timing screen to reset and start working. And it's not going to. It's going to keep doing the same thing it's been doing. We're back up here at front. Paul Servan, John Guerrero, Russ Hancock, Alex Gifford, Andrew Schroeder rounding out our top 5 right now. As you see them doing a lot of bobbing and weaving out there. They got to be careful in the tri-oval coming down now. They can cut the tri-oval a little bit, but they just have to be really, really careful about that. So still good battling going on up here in the lead. Paul Servan, John Guerrero, just back and forth. Paul has led 36 laps. As you see, John does get pushed out front there. John Guerrero has led a lap, so he will get a bonus point for a lap led. I do appreciate everybody out there watching. 13 viewers, 4 likes right now. So if you haven't hit that like button, smash it. Or as Eric W likes to say, lick it. Right now, Brenda Kennedy, Joshua Medlock, Mara, and Everett out there talking it up in chat. Appreciate everybody again for joining me tonight. Well, guys, I am going to have to reset my ATV again. That is so aggravating that it keeps doing that. We are 3 wide here, folks. Andy Brigante stuck in the middle. There's a 69 of Dusty Bird car. Now my stream deck quit working. Oh, gotta love it, man. We are trying to go 3 wide. Andrew Schroeder to the outside. Paul Chavant, Russ Hancock on that inside line. But John Guerrero is coming up on Andrew Schroeder. I'm going to try to push him up towards the front. Yeah, ATVO is jacked up because it's not even giving me my times, lap times and everything. It's all frozen, so only thing I'll have is my controls, guys. I apologize about that. It is not doing anything other than what you see out there. Well, fortunately, it's showing you your intervals on my banner, but it's not showing me anything else. We are still on Andrew Schroeder right now, trying to get that lap led. He just cannot get a run to get around Paul Servant. Paul gets a little bit wiggly there. We'll get back through the field here, folks. I have nothing, no controls on the stream deck. Get that out of the way. Oh, gotta love technology, like Everett says. So give me just a minute. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little bit of crank it up. Oh, nope, we are wrecking. So we'll hang on that. I have no controls on replays, so we may or may not be able to get back to the replay. Nothing seems to be working tonight. Oh, there we go. Finally got it back going. Let's go back here and see what happened. Looked like it happened up there with Andrew Schroeder. So we're going to get on Andrew here, if it will let me. And we're going to change that to a chase view. And we'll see what happens. Oh, right there. Looked like maybe Russ got into the back of Paul Servant. Yeah, that's that little bump draft, trying to bump him up there, and it got Paul Servant loose, sent him right up into Andrew. And of course, Andrew really nowhere to go. John Guerrero gets a piece of it as well. The 99 Alex Giffen, Todd Mays. There's the 08. That was Bob Fitzgerald. Kevin Haas made it through. Let's see. Looks like Sean Stevens. Oh no, Mark Mann involved again, as well as Doug Johnson. Andy Brigante dived down. Looked like he made it through. James Mayer involved. Looks like Sean was able to stay to the outside. Les Levy down on that inside. Looks like he was able to make it through. Man. All right, folks. Well, we're going to get back up here live. And looks like Dana Osborne has taken his car behind the wall. Again, with my ATBO acting up, I can only look at the ticker with you guys to see where everybody is at on position. But right now, it's showing Russ Hancock as our leader. Rough night for some of these guys. Bubba Winningham's had a pretty rough night. He has used both of his fast repairs, so looks like he spent 6 minutes. The last time it showed, it was 6 minutes in the pit box. And I think he may be done for tonight. Let's see if I can get my timing screen to reload here. Because he is showing 14 laps down, but right now, Russ Hancock is our leader, or showing our leader. You see Lynn McNeese there. He will get waved around the pace car because he is the lap cars down. So Russ Hancock will be your leader coming back to the green flag. Looks like the 03. That would be Kevin Haas. In that P2 spot, the 54 machine of Todd Mays in third, Rick C. Brent's fourth, Bob Fitzgerald fifth. I have no idea what's going on. Everything is messed up. Green flag is back out, folks. What is going on? Why am I back on Kevin Haas? Oh, we got it. What is going on? We already have a caution? Guys, I have no control. We are back under caution for some reason. I do not know why. It took me to Douglas Johnson. So we're going to go back and rewind this a little bit. Showing lap 72 at 100. My timing screen is showing green flag, but iRacing is showing caution. I do not want to do interviews at this time because I have no idea what's going on. Again, I've lost complete control of my stream deck. We're going to unplug that, plug it back in, see if that fixes anything. If it doesn't, then we'll just have to wing it, I guess. Well, right now it looks like Rick Seabrands is our leader. The 91 of Sean Wilder to his outside as the pace car does dive off down to the safety of pit road. We are trying to go green again here, folks. 73 of 100 completed. Green flag is back out. Everybody is on the loud pedal. Sean Wilder, Rick Seabrands. Sean has led 8 laps. Braden out there, let's go leader. He is rooting on the leader as usual. Glad to see you out there, Braden, though. Appreciate you, buddy. Definitely not not the night that I wanted as far as technical difficulties, but we're going to make it through it, folks. We got 26 laps to go. We are getting close to the end. Rick Seabrands, Dusty Burkhart, Sean Wilder, Mark Mann is up there in the mix. John Guerrero to the outside. James Mayer. Sean Wilder trying to stay in the draft, get some side draft off of Mark, but here comes John Guerrero, going to ease up to him and help get him back up towards the front. You see a little bit of movement there from Dusty Burkhart. Atlanta is a pretty wide track, folks. 3 wide is not out of the question. It could happen. John Guerrero is giving Sean Wilder a good push up to the front. Rick Seabrand's down on that inside, but looks like that mid line is losing a little bit out of corner exit. I don't know who got that lap. I don't know if it was Sean. It was. Sean did get another lap led. He was our pole sitter for tonight. There's John Guerrero. He has led a lap tonight. Dusty Burkhart looking for his first lap led. So we're coming back through the try over here, coming up to the start finish line. Seabrand's going to get another lap led. That's going to be 9 for him as well, or 8 for Rick. Rick did start second outside of Sean Wilder. We're kind of going through the field here, folks. Rick Seabrands does get a big lead. You see the 61 machine of Ash Regner drop it down to the apron. Ash will go a lap down, it looks like. He is actually 3 laps down, unfortunately, so get back up here to the front. Good battle up front, side by side racing. We're kind of going through the field here all the way back. Paul Servant started 4th, currently in 9th. Todd Mays, who has led 8 laps back here in that 9th place spot. Doug Johnson back up here. He's running 11th right now, started 13th. Les Levy back here in 12th. You see Russ Hancock making a run to the outside of Sean Stevens. Andrew Schroeder. Anthony English currently 2 laps down. There is Bob Fitzgerald currently 2 laps down. Unfortunately, Lynn McNeese is 13 laps down. Dana Osborne, Bubba Winningham, David Overstreet on pit road. Oh, Dana Osborne has taken behind the wall. So has Kevin Oz. Hey, Wags. Of course, Rick Seabrands, Dusty Burkhart. Sean Wilder making a run on the outside with John Guerrero in tow. Mark Mann right there in the mix as well. Looking at our cautions, of course, we've had, I think, 4 cautions now. Again, I've had to restart ATVO again because of everything. Still don't have the full control that I want, but it is what it is. We're going to get through this, folks. As we're rounding down, we got 16 to go. It'll be 15 to go after they cross the line. Still some good side-by-side racing up at the front. this point on, now I am in the booth for a while. Well, we'll be glad to have you up here, Wags, that's for sure. Well, Sean is getting that run, but they're struggling coming off of the exit of the turn. You see Dusty Burkhart just give Rick Seabrands a little bump, get him pushed up there. Again, they are still having issues with the bump draft in these cars. I think that's going to be, I don't think that's ever going to change. It's kind of like John and them said during the pre-race interview that you know, it's just how you do it. If you ease into them, it works out a little bit better than say the next gen, giving them a little harder bump. On these cars, you will get them out of control. So we are winding it down, 12 to go, folks. Good battle up front, definitely. I know everybody's kind of wanting to see what other cars are doing, but like I said, with my Stream Deck not working correctly, it's hard for me to get through. There's Andrew Schroeder. It says Les Levy. There we go. Andrew is currently running 13 seconds behind the leader, almost 14 seconds behind the leader. Anthony English is a lap down. I believe he is going to be the first car a lap down, or 2 laps down. But he is going to be the first car that is a lap down. So 11 to go, coming up on 10 to go here. We are in our final countdown, as Brian O'Dell would like to say. Let's get back up here to Rick Seabrands, Dusty Burkhart, Sean Wilder, John Guerrero, Mark Mann, our top 5 right now. Now James Mayer is in the mix right behind Mark. We will be 9 to go, folks, coming to the start-finish line. Again, I have had a lot of issue. Mike out there in chat, hey buddy. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words. It's just frustrating when you know, everything started off real good. Everything was working fine, and not even halfway through the race, ATVO starts acting up, and then I lose my Stream Deck. I'll be glad when I get my new computer in. That way I can remove a lot of stuff off of this one, and I'll have a better setup. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, a lot faster, Wags. Seven to go, folks. Still good battle up front. Yeah, switching from currently running an i7 8-core to an i9 24-core. So it's definitely going to be a faster computer. And then going from a 3060 to a 4070, so graphics card. So will definitely be so much better. It'll get a lot of stuff off of this one, and maybe my broadcast will be speed this one up a little bit. We'll see what happens. If not, then I'll use the new one as a broadcast and go from there. All right, 5 to go, folks. We are winding it down. That was, 100 laps at Atlanta. It goes by fairly quickly. Got 11 viewers, 6 likes. If you haven't hit that like button again, folks, please do that. It helps us out here at MaxspeedTV, and also lets Joshua know that, well, I would say I'm doing a good job, but hey, with the technical difficulties, got to take it as it comes, So John Guerrero giving the 91 there a good push. Keep him up there even with Rick, but Dusty is right behind Rick. Got to back off of these cars in the corner because you will get them and hurt them. We are 4 to go. We are coming down to the wire. Of course, when we hit that final lap, whatever happens, happens. Right now, everything is on our racing cautions, and we are 3 to go. Mark Mann jumped out there in front of Sean, trying to get help pushed up to the front. Kind of a rough start for Mark tonight. Got involved in several of the cautions. Trying to avoid it, ends up getting tagged. We're going to be watching this really close. Dusty Burkhart trying to peek up out there, maybe getting a little bit warm, pushing Rick. Now you got to be careful, these cars and wheels. James Mayer makes a move up in front of Mark. Oh, the 91. We're 1 to go, folks, so it doesn't matter. Whatever happens now is going to happen. Rick Seabrands, Dusty Burkhart, Paul Servon, our top 3. It's going to be a drag race to the finish. Douglas Johnson in right there in the mix as well, but look on that outside, the 95 and the 04 trying to make that run as we're coming around the trail, but coming up to the checker line, looks like it is going to be Rick Seabrands, Paul Servant, or Dusty Burkhart and Paul Servant. We're going to go back here and see for sure. Who it's going to be. We're going to go to a chase view. Well, let's do a far chase, and then we will swing the camera around and see. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work out like I wanted it to, folks. Give me just a minute. Stop. It looks like it is going to be, well, we know Rick Seabrands got the P1. So we're coming up to the line. It is going to be Rick Seabrands, Dusty Burkhart, and James Mayer going to be our top 3. Well, folks, hang tight. We'll be right back, and we will get caught up with our top 3. Hang tight. All right, folks. So we are back. Got caught up with our top three, and we are going to start with our third place finisher, which I believe is going to be Mr. James Mayer. Let me get everything situated here, and we'll pull James up here for just a minute and visit with him. James, Steve, up here, buddy. You got a copy? Mr. James Mayer.
Hey, yes, sir. I got
There he goes. Hey, buddy. Good run tonight. You started seventh. You finished third. Decent little push right there at the end. You made a move to get out in front of Mark and just kind of got pushed up there, man. Talk about the race, how these cars felt, especially after the big update, because I know that affected a lot of stuff. But talk about tonight. How did it feel for you?
Not too stable. It would definitely jump out on you if you weren't paying attention. But yeah, wanted to stay clean. To have a shot at the end. Probably a late move there on my part, so I apologize to those guys. I was trying to time it right to get them turning into that tri-oval, section there. Got to make a move to have a shot at it. So. But yeah, overall, I think with the update, I think it was a good race for these guys. I think it did show me in fourth though, so you might have the wrong guy here actually.
Well, that's what I was kind of looking at, but let me. Like I said, I'm having some major issues, but I've got you at the line.
No, it was close.
Paul was right behind you, and Mark Mann was right behind you. But I've got Rick, Dusty, and you as our top three.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the top three.
So now, if there's any changes, the admins will take care of it. But just going off what I'm seeing, like I said, you can't go off of that. I've been having ATBO issues and everything else, so I've had to restart twice, and it still didn't work. So we just gotta go with what we see on screen. But awesome job tonight, man. I was kind of curious to how these cars would react in the bump drafts if they changed anything on the updates, but really didn't look like a lot had changed with these cars.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like a whole lot's changed. As you see, the lines definitely aren't getting any runs, so that's a little bit different, I think. And then, I guess they never really were the stable, super stable when you're getting bump draft, but now I feel like it's definitely a little bit worse. But you see, like right there when we crossed the start finish, Mark gave me a good shot, and it just sent me straight left. So it's a learning curve. Anytime there's an update, I feel like you gotta kind of tiptoe a little bit and figure it out and get the feel for it.
Absolutely. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, man. Like I said, I'm going off what I'm seeing. If anything's going to change, the admins will take care of it. But just from my view, you did come in P3. You started seventh, but good job. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give?
Yeah, of course, all the guys I'm running with, Andrew, Anthony, and Rick and Mark, they make these races fun. Of course, all the guys at Checker Flag that are putting these races on. And they're always very welcoming. I know with my work schedule, I can only make so many. So I appreciate those guys letting me run here, and of course you guys up in the booth putting on the show, and everybody out there watching. All
right, buddy. Well, go celebrate, and like I said, if anything changes, I'm sure that they'll take care of it. So, but congratulations, bud, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right. All right, so that's going to bring us to our P2 finisher tonight, Mr. Dusty Burkhart. Dusty, man, awesome job tonight, buddy. Looks like we got a little bit of snafu stuff going on. It's showing Paul in P3, but according to my camera view, looked like James did get the P3. But, man, let's talk about your race tonight. You started back towards the back in 17th. Worked your way up through, came in P2. Good run there at the end with you and Rick. Man, let's talk about it. How did everything feel to you?
Oh, well, the track was great. Everything was great, but I had no force feedback the whole race.
Oh
So
Lord.
I felt like I was on the ice rink the whole time. So that's why at the end I didn't go for it because I was doing everything I could to stay on the track. That's why if you watch, I was all over the track towards the end. I was just trying to hang on to it.
Well, I did notice, and I made the comment like, well, he is getting a little bit of wiggly there, just kind of back and forth in the lane. So that explains why. But well, asking how the car felt after the update with you probably wouldn't be much of a conversation, would it?
Yeah, I pitted about every time trying to reset my wheel and change a couple settings and see if I could get some force feedback, but I never could get anything. But I hung on and got second place, so I'm happy with it.
Well, man, awesome job. Of course, we're going to be off for a few weeks due to Christmas and the New Year's, but coming up, we've got on January the 5th, we'll be back with Daytona. It'll be the last night in the Xfinity for a little while, and then we go to the Gen 4. But, Daytona, big track, a lot of good speeds, but again, with the updates, you just never know. Hopefully you get your force feedback and maybe give us a little bit better idea of what you think the cars feel like. So
Exactly. Yeah, just I'll have time to reset it and get everything set and be good to go and get back into it.
all right. Well, Dusty, man, going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before we continue on?
I thank Buttkicker for all they do, and thank you for y'all doing the broadcasting. Y'all do a phenomenal job. It was fun there racing with Rick at the end, and look forward to getting back out here.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and your family, Dusty. Go enjoy some couple weeks off, and man, we'll see you back here in January for Daytona.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. All right, so that's going to bring us to our winner tonight. Probably going to catch him in mid-conversation, but Rick, buddy, awesome job. The other win for you, I don't know what to say, really. It's just like almost every time.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen, man. You definitely can't take these for granted, that's for sure, man. But this team has a ton of momentum right now. We had actually a race that wasn't broadcasted on Wednesday that we came home in second because we ran out of gas coming right out of the right onto the front stretch there, right at pit entrance at Daytona. But I love Atlanta. This track is so much fun, and Dusty, he did a phenomenal job back there of managing the run to keep that good momentum on that low line. And he said his car just wasn't handling that well, but I thought he was going to get a really good run there going out of 4, and he was kind of setting his car up well to do that, to get some good energy. And it's kind of hard to block and kind of maintain those guys when you get so far out there. And his car, it just looked like all the lines kind of fell off there, and it kind of cost him a little bit there. But otherwise, tremendous run for this Alliance Motorsports Yeti Silverado. Thank you to Dusty for all that hard work that he had to do on that low line push in there to keep Sean and those guys from clearing. That's he's actually doing all the hard work, and I'm just holding a straight wheel. So yeah.
well, first of all, you're in a Camaro, not Silverado.
Or Camaro, yeah. I was still thinking about it last night. Yeah.
Your brain's probably working like my ATVO and everything else.
I tell you, it's so. You've seen how close the racing was up front, man. When you say
yeah.
Your brain is fried. You are absolutely fried out there, man. You haven't made so many split-second decisions, and you see cars just getting loose. So it's definitely not an easy deal with this new package for sure.
Well, for some reason, it was showing Paul Servant on my ticker and everything in P3, but looking at my video, it showed James Mayer had crossed the line before Paul. So I've had all kind of issues, and our ATVO's been just completely messed up, and timing screen wasn't working right. But anyway, not to take away from your victory, dude. It was an awesome job tonight. You did start on the outside of Sean But the same thing. I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked these guys. I was really hoping that when they did this big rollout and this big update, that they would have fixed the bump draft issues with these cars. From what I've seen, they're still horrible.
Yeah, they don't take bumps extremely well, and anytime you got damage now, that just magnifies it a little bit. So, and everybody's being super cautious here, and it's still kind of an issue. When you get to someplace a little bit more aggressive, like at Daytona or Talladega, you'll see you can kind of just pick up the car in front of you and throw them out of the way, and especially if they got damage, they're definitely going to have a handful for sure.
Well, buddy, we got a couple weeks off for Christmas and New Year. We're going to be coming back on January 5th at Daytona. I think you've already got a win there, or you were right there. This is your third win on the season, but let's go enjoy a couple week break, enjoy some time with family and friends. But we're going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you, bud. Give you your final thoughts, shout out, things you want to give.
Yeah, for real, much needed break. Feels good to go into the nice long weekend with a win. It gives yourself and the team, everybody a nice momentum. And first of all, also too, I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody out there, because we won't talk to them again till the new year. So it's been great having them along for the ride and coming out and joining us, and you guys also for bringing the great action to the fans also.
Well, I definitely appreciate those kind words, brother. I do. So congratulations, Rick. As Mr. Matt Wagner likes to call you, what is it? The closer.
Well, I've been called a lot worse, so I'll take that for sure.
Well, congratulations, buddy. Go celebrate and go enjoy your time off with family and friends, and we'll see you when we come back.
Thank you, guys, and happy holidays, everybody.
All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. With all the issues I've had, I'm ready to get this over with. So we're going to go ahead and get our results, unofficial results, pending any admin that happens. Again, it's showing Paul Servant in third, but James Mayer, according to what I was seeing and what everything was showing, he did get the P3. I will get with David and with Bubba on that before I leave. But Rick Seabrand's coming in with the win tonight. Congratulations, Rick. Third win on the season. Dusty Burkhart in second. I showed James Mayer in third. Paul Servant fourth. Mark Mann fifth. Douglas Johnson sixth. Sean Stevens in seventh. John Guerrera, our tonight's sponsor. Big shout out to John for sponsoring tonight's race. Wreck House 150. Thanks again, John, for that, buddy. Sean Wilder dropped back to 9th. Les Levy 10th. Going to continue on here. Todd Mays finished 11th. Andy Brigante 12th. Alex Giffen 13th. Andrew Schroeder 14th. Anthony English 15th. Russ Hancock 16th. Ash Regner 17th. Bob Fitzgerald 18th. Lynn McNeese 19th. Kevin Haas in 20th. Dana Osborne in 21st. David Overstreet 22nd, and Bubba Winningham rounding out our field in 23rd. Well, folks, again, that's going to do it for us tonight. And let me exit out of that again. Congratulations to Mr. Rick Seabrands for the win tonight. And we will see you guys in January the 5th for Daytona. We're wishing everybody out there a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Myself, Stephen Lane, up here in the booth for MaxspeedTV, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. Have a good night, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.